Hello, dear traders. Just excuse me. Hello, dear traders. My name is Elias of Benjamin, and I'm here with Deep Pockets. And on the chart, we have US dollar Swiss franc. And let's just hop to the monthly chart quickly because on this chart, I want to talk about a topic that's called reversion to the mean. What this basically means is it just means reversing back to the average price. All right, reversing back to the average price. Now, right here on the monthly chart, if we had to take let's go back to 2015 where I started trading in 2016 and take this range here, this range, the upper bound and the lower bound. What would you say is the average of this price action here of all these exchange prices? Excuse the noise in the background if you can hear it. Okay, what would you say the average? What would you say the average is of this range here? Basically, just the midpoint, right? And how would basically just the middle point, because if you take I don't know, maybe these two exchange rates, this one and the lower bound exchange rate, and then divided by 2, or easily you could just take your fib, go to the lower bound and drag it up to the upper bound, and then look for the 50%. I don't know if this is okay, and look for the 50%. You see the 50% sits right here, if I'm to extend this right here. So that's the 50% gives us the midpoint of this range where price traded the most since 2015. Okay, since 2015. So reversion back to the mean is to indicate to us that price is very likely to reverse back to at least to the average price over a long duration of price action. Okay, so when we look at this range, we broke out, created a swing high here. If you go on the weekly or daily, this is a monthly candle, so there's a lot of price action here. Created a swing high and then came lower, found support within this range here. Okay, we tapped into the support and we rallied higher, took out this recent high, meaning it's a break of structure, market structure, and okay, we reversed, we retraced, which created some sort of like a reverse head and shoulder, whereby the left shoulder is this, the head, and the right shoulder. And now it looks like we are very likely to be that we have broken out of the neckline, and now we are retesting the neckline, and I'm targeting at least this midpoint, if not the $1 price, because if not the $1 exchange rate price. Okay, at the very minimum, this is what I'm going to target, the 0.9690. Okay, let us head to the daily chart. Heading back to the daily chart, we can see that we have this trend line, first touch, second touch, third, fourth, 5. I'm actually long. I'm long from here. When we broke out of this, retested, and I went long here. I didn't want to wait for us to touch the trend line fence because it wouldn't matter for me because I don't trade with stops. Okay, I trade in management risk in a different manner. Okay, so I was in profits this whole time here, and then I knew that at some point we're gonna come and test this trend line, which is again it's just like an an average price, like which is a nice slope. Okay, just like a moving average, but this is more like it's not how do you call it, dynamic. All right. Okay, if the US dollar things get really dramatic, then maybe we can come back to this trend line. But first we have to break this one. Okay, first point, second point, and then if things get really dramatic, then maybe we can come to this trend line. But for now, focus on the 4-hourly chart. Focus on bullish price action from here, from which you can start looking for uh, um, 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 reversals to the upside. All right. The US dollar really took a hit today on most of the pairs, but it's good that supports and resistances on different pairs are holding up. That's good. All right. Because a lot of these currency pairs that are paired against the dollar really just have up to November to do any beating on the dollar. Because comes November, when it's the Fed meeting, not even when November comes, just maybe the last week of October, the US dollar is really gonna start rallying up. All right. Okay. Watch for bullish price action here, and we can target the highs up here. Okay. But as for me, remember that I am going to target this price here. Target. It's a long-term target. All right. All right. We might even break this trend line at some point, and then, but at the end, we're gonna make it up here. All right. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and and uh, and uh, and uh, and yeah, watch out for USD CAD as well. Watch out for USD CAD. I just wanna put it out there. Watch out for USD CAD longs. All right. Don't get trapped, but not financial advice though. Okay, where are you? Okay. This is not perfect. We're probably gonna break the trend line at some point, and just to trap the sellers. All right. Thank you guys, and and see you in the next video.